Good afternoon, folks. We are here for a good one. Northwest Florida taking on Central Florida. We've got one starting lineup here in the books, waiting on the second one to get there. But we will go over some stuff before the start of the game. Still got about 10 minutes. Coaches are out in front, shaking hands, meeting with the umpires. And we are still waiting on some starting lineups here, so we'll come back to you as soon as we get closer. So while we wait on those starting lineups, let's talk about these two teams and how they got here. First off, Northwest Florida. Sorry, folks, this is game number 4 today. Northwest Florida State. They got here by beating St. Pete in round 1, then falling in extra innings to Seminole State in round 2 last night. They came in this morning, took down Palm Beach, then Manatee, and now they take on Central Florida. So the Patriots, how did they get here? They took down Miami-Dade in round number 1 and then beat Chipola 1-0. Was an amazing game. Then early today at noon, they fell 5-2 to Florida Southwestern. Florida Southwestern, along with Seminole State, in the semifinals, winner going to the World Series. That game coming tonight at 7. So that brings us to this point now. That one loss to Florida Southwestern has Northwest and CF right here, right now, in just a few minutes. Game time is 6 minutes away. Should be a good game. Number 9 in the state, Central Florida, versus number 14, Northwest Florida State. That's fine. That's fine.
I'll go make your copies. What do you, this one. Go make a copy real quick. Well, I got to write all the, he's got one of these. You got one for us.
I've got one, yeah.
Okay.
I've got the visitors.
Yep. All right, do that one, Roger. When you bring that back, I'll finish off the classes on it.
This is the home team, so you can go ahead and start.
Yeah, I got to write all the freshmen and sophomores down first. 19 is sophomore. 11 is sophomore. 17 is
Getting ready to do starting lineups right now.
Johnson is a sophomore. Whitaker is a sophomore.
You got it.
Herrera, sophomore. Garrison,
Justin, cut off on G25 F7.
All right, and we are awaiting starting lineups now. I've got both lineups here in my hand. Northwest Florida will be the visiting team. Central Florida will be the home team. And first, for the visiting Raiders of Northwest Florida, we'll go through their starting lineup. Leading off in center field, Kristen Lazardi. Batting second, left fielder Tyra Bowers. The shortstop is Tori Robinson. Batting fourth, Paige Johnson at second base. The designated player, number 10, Taylor Luther, batting fifth. Mariana Pereira is the sixth-hole hitter, playing first. Beatrice Cardoza batting seventh, playing third. Savannah Garrison is the eight-hole hitter, playing right field. And Danielle Gomez batting ninth, doing the catching. And for Gomez, this is, I believe, her second game, possibly third game today. Behind the plate, young lady has got to be worn out. And now here's the home team, Central Florida. Leading off, Kelsey Cullup. She's in center field. Kaylee Nix is a shortstop. Brooke Barlow's at first base. Number 7, Tiffany Rayleigh is going to bat fourth. She is in left field. Behind her is Jenna Rodello. She will be doing the catching. Last game, she was the designated player. Destiny Lismore is at second base. Batting seventh is Carly Woolington. She is the designated player. And then in the eighth spot is Joanna Muldoon. She's the right fielder. And at third base, in the ninth spot, number 2, Carly Krug. It looks like Morgan Cushman has been scratched from the roster here. Not sure if that means she is not going to pitch at all today or what. She had a fantastic outing, relieving Shane O'Connell earlier against Florida Southwestern. So it'll be interesting to see if Shane O'Connell goes, oh, I see what it is. Cushman is marked out below because she is pitching. She is the flex player. Normally, I don't have these kind of lineups in front of me, folks, and also this is my fourth game today, so bear with me. I get a landscape-sized spreadsheet here, and it's not as easy to read as a lineup card. But yes, Morgan Cushman will be doing the pitching. And then Louisa DC is doing the pitching for Northwest. She had an extraordinary relief outing against Manatee where she went about 6 1/3 innings to pick up the win in relief. That was a crazy ending to that game after Gratz for Manatee threw 7 solid innings to lose the game in the bottom of the 7th on an error. Tough. But that is how Northwest Florida is here right now. Northwest Florida enters with a 46-13 regular season record. Central Florida 50-14. Northwest Florida, again, number 14 in the country. Central Florida, number 9. So we expect a great game. The one thing you don't want to do in this tournament is lose early. And that is what happened to Northwest yesterday. They lost in the second game they played against Seminole, another top 10 team in the country, the winners of the Mid-Florida Conference. So that knocked them down, and here they are playing their third game of the day. Always tough when that is what you've got in front of you to get on to the next round, which is the World Series. And we will be back for first pitch. All right, and let's talk about the starting pitcher, Morgan Cushman, for the Patriots of Central Florida. Cushman had a good outing earlier today, relieving Shane O'Connell, and Coach Kevin Fagan has decided to go ahead and ride the hot hand. In the regular season, freshman Morgan Cushman finished 25-4 with one complete game, 147 innings pitched, 119 hits given up, only 39 earned runs, and that is a 1.85 ERA, folks. Very, very low. But as I said earlier today, how bad do you have to feel when you have a microscopic 1.85 ERA and it's the highest on your pitching staff? That's got to be tough. But she does average just over 6 strikeouts per 7 innings. And here we go. Getting ready for first pitch here. Number 9, Central Florida, is the home team. Number 14, Northwest Florida, is the road team. They will bat first. It is Kristen Lizardi. And we do have the Raiders games from earlier that we can pull up. Lizardi today has 3 hits, all singles. Let's see if she can reach base. And awaiting here now, the hitter steps into the box, and we are about to get this game on the road. And first pitch from Shane O'Connell is a strike. Gotta imagine both the relief pitchers for Central Florida are probably already warmed up since O'Connell went almost a complete game. And that one's sitting to left field, and that will be caught by Tiffany Rayleigh for 1 out. And that is Lindsey Markham and Shane O'Connell, the relievers this game for Central Florida. And Tyra Bowers up now. Bowers slaps that one foul out of play, strike one. Bowers, I do believe, ended up getting the game-winning hit last game. Hit a chopper to the pitcher who ended up throwing the ball away off the glove of the first baseman. Foul ball, strike two. She was actually lifted for a pinch hitter at one point in the game. Came back to put the ball in play and beat it out. Tough way for Manatee to go out of the tournament, but that is why Northwest Florida is here. 0-2 pitch, and that misses high and outside. Rise ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Cushman now getting the sign from the dugout. Toes the rubber, looks in, and delivers the pitch. That one's sent right to Carly Nix. She can't hold on to it, and it is a base hit for Bowers. Line shot right at Nix. Just couldn't handle it, and she's got herself an infield single. And here's Tori Robinson, and it's been a tale of 2 Tori Robinsons today. I tell you what, in the first game, she was 3 for 4, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, add a triple to boot. Last game, not so much. And there is a single on the first pitch she sees right up the middle. So Tori Robinson back in the hit column here. And after 2 batters, Cushman has given up 2 hits. So Bowers moves over to second base with Robinson on first, bringing up the 4-hole hitter, Paige Johnson. Paige Johnson in her last game, 0 for 2 with a walk. And in the first game, 0 for 4. So 0 for the day for right now is Paige Johnson as she takes ball 1. Lefty 4-hole hitter looking to get in the hit column today. And a pitch. Misses just a little bit outside. 2-0. Winner of this game will move on to play tomorrow at 10 a.m. And a pitch. That is taken, called, strike 1. Chipola and Daytona going on right now behind us. Chipola out in front. Winner will play the winner of this game tomorrow morning. And that pitch misses outside, and as it had just been confirmed, Chipola knocks Daytona Beach out of the tournament. 4-1 is the final. And there is called strike 2 as Johnson was on her way down to first base. Full count now with 1 out. And Chipola knocks off Daytona. The pitch. And that one is going to be hit by pitch. And Johnson on her way down to first. So runners on first, second, and third. Bases loaded. Head coach Kevin Fagan on his way out to talk to Cushman. Make sure everybody's on the same page here. Cushman could be worn out. It is a beautiful day, but the sun has been out all day. Wind has steadily declined as it was crazy earlier today. Still blowing right to left, a little bit more gusty than consistently hard as it was earlier today, but clouds are out. Sun is out. Yesterday it was nothing but blue skies. Yesterday it was nothing but blue skies, and Coach Fagan done talking it over, and we will have Taylor Luther up, the designated hitter. And if you want to know what she's done today, I will tell you. She struck out twice in the last game and then was 0 for 4 in the previous game. So 0 for 6 today for the Northwest Florida designated player. And that one is swung on and missed. Strike one. And a pitch. That one called strike two. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. Nightmare scenario if you're Central Florida. And it's what you want if you're Northwest Florida. And a pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikeout by Cushman. Luther goes down swinging. Out number 2. If Cushman can get out of this inning, that would be huge, giving up no runs. It is Mariana Pereira, the first baseman, left-handed hitter, facing Cushman. And that is low, ball 1. Pereira, 0 for 2 in the last game, and she doubled and singled in the previous game. And that one is popped up on the infield. Cushman says she hasn't, now backs away. Barlow takes control. They escape, giving up no runs, bases loaded, and only 1 out. Wow. Northwest Florida, that could come back to haunt them in these later innings. We'll be back for the bottom half of the first inning. And we're back, folks. It'll be the top of the lineup. Kelsey Cullip coming up for Central Florida. It'll be Kelsey Cullip here. And I do believe I've got Central Florida's earlier game as well. And yes, I do. This is their game against Florida Southwestern. And I'll be able to tell you exactly what they did. No pitch, no pitch, no pitch, says the umpire. He was not ready. And so DC throws a pitch. Umpire just bails out of there. And Cullip, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. She did walk as well. And the pitch, tries to lay down a bunt, pulls it back. It is called strike 1. And the pitch from DC is way outside. Kind of shocked the catcher went and actually got that one. I might have just stayed in my crouch and watched it go to the backstop. And that one now misses on the inside. Fans wanted it. 2 balls, 1 strike. So DC now back into the circle, delivers a bunt attempt by Cullup, and she did not get the bunt down. Swing and a miss, basically. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cullup now does have speed. She is a sophomore. And the pitch. That is swung on and lifted out of play down the left field line. And the pitch. Swung on, missed. Nope, foul ball. Dropped by the catcher. And now the catcher's saying it might have hit her hand on the foul ball right in the thumb. That one's got a sting. She's got the glove off now, trying to shake it off. And Danielle Gomez has just, let's see, she's caught both games today. So this is her 3rd game behind the plate. She has got to be exhausted, folks. And DC looks in, delivers, swung on, or ripped down the right field line. It is going to be foul. Right fielder not hugging the line very much, as that one would have been extra bases for sure for Cullup. And the pitch. Swung on, bounced foul to the right side again. We will stay locked in at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitcher delivers that one. Chopper to the shortstop, diving, snag, throws, and it is in time. Gets Cullup. Excellent play right there by the shortstop, Tori Robinson, robbing Cullup of a single. Any other shortstop, I'm not sure, makes that play. Excellent play. So that'll bring up Kaylee Nix, the shortstop for Central Florida. Nix in all-conference selection, and that is a single off the glove of the third baseman down the left side. She's going to go for 2. Here comes a throw, not in time. Give Kaylee Nix a double. So that play by Tori Robinson comes up even bigger right there, as Cullup would have probably scored on that. Off the glove of the third baseman, Beatrice Cardoza. But that was ripped. And here is Brooke Barlow, one of the best hitters in the country right here. She does own the state of Florida career RBI mark now after 2 seasons. And a pitch. Misses inside. Second baseman wanted a pickoff throw down to second. Did not get it. Again, Danielle Gomez catching her 3rd game today. And the pitch. That one is tapped to the right side. Oh, second baseman can't come up with it and then kicks it. Nix is going to go home. No, the throw is in time, but there was no runner there. 1st and 3rd. Error by the second baseman. Brooke Barlow reaches on the error by Paige Johnson. So we've got a runner on 3rd, and Kaylee Nix after her double. And now Northwest coach is coming out to talk to his team here with runners on 1st and 3rd and 1 away. Tiffany Rayleigh to the plate, and let's see what Tiffany did earlier today. She was 0 for 3 of 2 flyouts, 1 to right field, 1 to the shortstop, and then a ground ball out to first base. Rayleigh typically a solid hitter for the Patriots. She is second on the team with 174 at-bats. All-conference selection. 420 hitter, 26 stolen bases, so she's got some wheels on her. And so we go from one jam in the top of the first that Cushman works her way out of, leaving the bases loaded, and now DC finds herself in a similar spot. Runners on first and second, only one out, and that out was an extraordinary play by the shortstop, Tori Robinson. Nothing game in the bottom of the first. Tiffany Rayleigh trying to change that right here. And that is a fly ball, short left field. We'll see if they see the Knicks, and they do. Throw home, and she is safe. So a sac fly for Tiffany Rayleigh. Give her an RBI, and Central Florida is on the board first. And then on the throw, Barlow moves on to second base with heads-up base running. 2 down now in the inning, and that'll bring up Jenna Rodello. Strike 1. Now, one advantage Coach Fagan has is Hannah Kelly and Jenna Rodello, both catchers. He can really just flip-flop them in and out when he wants. They're very comparable with each other. And that is a ball high. Rodello evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lefty looks in and delivers that one hit to the third baseman, and it is going to be a foul ball. Just to the other side of the line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Rodello now steps back into the box. And a pitch. Misses high with the rise ball. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rodello, if she can find the ball into the grass, Barlow can score with 2 outs. She's running on everything. And a pitch. That one, high chopper. Throw in the dirt. Picked up by the first baseman, Pereira. So Tori Robinson collects 2 assists in the inning as she throws out Rodello on her way to first. So after 1 inning, Central Florida leads Northwest Florida 1-0, and it will be the final 3 of the batting order: Cardoza, Garrison, Gomez, when we return for the top of the second. Back to the action. It is the third baseman, Beatrice Cardoza, leading off for the Raiders. And she sends a ball foul down the right side. Cardoza earlier today in the 2 games they've already played had a single and a walk and a strikeout in the previous game as she sends that one back to the backstop. And then had a single in the first game today. So that's 2 hits in 2 games so far. Let's see if she keeps that going. And the pitch. That one is popped up and out of play. And the pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We are in the top of the 2nd inning. Central Florida put across 1 run in the bottom half of the 1st. They lead 1-0. And that one again fouled back to the backstop. And behind us we will have Chipola and Indian River getting going here shortly. Chipola knocking out Daytona on their way to advancing. So only 6 teams remain, folks. And there's a ball sent to right field. Right fielder going back over to the line. And she did not catch it, but it is a foul ball. From our vantage point, folks, they disappear behind the dugout. Couldn't see if she caught it, dropped it, or just didn't get to it. It was called a foul ball. So a long run, no matter what, for Muldoon. And the pitch. That one in on the hands. Coming in to make the play is Krug. Diving catch over there for Carly Krug. Here is Savannah Garrison, a right fielder, left-handed hitter. Tough ball game last game. Suffered 2 strikeouts and a fly out to the shortstop. Before that, she had 2 hits on 2 at-bats. And there is a high slap foul ball to the left side. The first game today, she had a double and an RBI and eventually scored in her first at-bat. A quiet day since then. And Cushman now gets the call from the dugout, looks in and delivers. Swung on, hit out of play, back to the left side. No balls, 2 strikes now to the slapper. And the pitch to Garrison. She swings, and that is going to be a single right over the left, right over the third baseman's head down the left field line. So a single for Garrison. 1 away, and that'll bring up Danielle Gomez. Gomez, who has been solid behind the plate in 2 games already. You've got to imagine that she is just exhausted. She did have 2 strikeouts and a bunt single in the previous game. And before that, struck out, lined out to the pitcher, and then a fielder's choice. So 1 hit and 3 strikeouts so far today for the Raiders catcher. Garrison stands in at first base. She does have 9 stolen bases this year. Swing and fouled back off the umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And a little bit low on the outside. The crowd wanted it. Did not get the call. So we're even up 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the top half of the 2nd inning. And the throw down to second, and it's on time. No, she is in there. Garrison gets the steal. Looked like the ball might have beat her there, but the tag did not get down. Excellent throw by the catcher, Rodello. And now we go full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base in the form of Savannah Garrison. Danielle Gomez here trying to tie this game up with a base hit. Cushman delivers. That is swung on and missed. A big strikeout right there by Morgan Cushman. It is her second strikeout of the ball game. 2 outs now as we go to the top of the lineup. Kristen Lazardi, the center fielder, her second at bat in as many innings. She flew out to left field to start this game, and now she hits a chopper, and that one up against the dugout almost got Coach Fagan over there down the third base line. And so now Cushman looks in, delivers another strike from the tall righty. No balls, 2 strikes. To the leadoff hitter for the Raiders, Lazardi. Misses high with the rise ball, a waste pitch. Moving to count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that is a fly ball deep to left field, and it's got the left fielder Burns. She's turning around. That's going to score 1 run. And Lazardi's on her way to third. The throw is going to be late. A triple and an RBI for Kristen Lazardi. Lazardi with a triple and an RBI, and we are all tied up, folks. That'll score Savannah Garrison from second. 1-1 ball game in the top of inning number 2. So here we go. It's Tyra Bowers who had the first hit of the game. A single that Carly Nix could not get to in time for an infield single. She takes outside, ball 1. Bowers, solid hitter for the Raiders. Number 2 in their lineup, swings and misses. Strike 1. A .323 hitter in the regular season. .352 on base percentage. Does strike out, though. She does have 20 on the season. Outside pitch called for strike number 2. Bowers not happy about it, does not appreciate that outside pitch. Bowers has got some speed on her. 24 stolen bases, leads the team. And the pitch. She reaches out for that one. Not going to get caught again on the outside pitch. Foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lazardi standing on third base. And that one's a chopper to the right side. Foul.
Really bright? Oh, yeah. That's really confusing on ball
So
3.
Lazardi standing on third after an RBI triple with 2 outs. Tied this ball game up. Bowers in trying to knock her in. And that one is sent into right center field. Right fielder going back, camped under it, makes the play. Out number 3. Damage done, though. It's a tie ball game. Central Florida going to have to add on if they want to split this second inning and hold the lead going into the third. 1-1 ball game. It'll be Lismore, Wollington, and Muldoon when we come back.
leading off for the Patriots. Second baseman, sophomore, 19, Destiny Lismore.
So here is Desi Lismore, the second baseman, sophomore. One of the best hitters in the state of Florida. 17 home runs. Takes strike one. And DC pitches, and that one is sent foul down the left side. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. DC looks in and delivers to lefty with the pitch. Misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Destiny Lismore, her first appearance in this game so far at the plate. Lismore was 1 for 2 last game with a walk. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Now it'll bring up Joanna. Joanna Muldoon is on deck. Carly Wollington. And that pitch misses. Not sure if it missed up or out. Now, Wollington did appear in the last game. I do believe she had a single to the left side, pinch hitting for Krug. It is 2-0 now to the freshman, the designated player. And a pitch. That ball is fouled up against the backstop. And the lefty looks in, and again, no pitch. Umpire not very happy right now. He's not ready. She's got to wait on him. So a little frustration from both the umpire and the pitcher there. And now the coach for Northwest Florida going to come out and talk to the umpire about it. He's got his hand up is what he's saying, that he's saying don't pitch it, and she's still going. So into the conversation there. 2 balls, 1 strike now. DC looking in. Now steps onto the rubber and delivers the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 ball game. Both teams exchanging 1 run early. Rise ball misses and will go full count. And here is Carly Wollington with a full count. Designated player trying to get on base here, get her team going. And it's a chopper up to the middle, and Tori Robinson cannot get to that one, and it is a single.
You got it? All right. Yeah, what the heck? We work the games all day.
And that'll bring up Joanna Muldoon. Muldoon in the first game was 2 for 3. She did suffer a strikeout, but 2 singles, 1 to left center and 1 to right field. Hitting from the right side, so lefty versus righty matchup here. And a pitch. Misses upstairs, ball 1. Wollington has 2 stolen bases. She was caught once. And a pitch. And in there, called strike 1 by the umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away here. Top of the second inning. And it looks like Chipola and Indian River will get going right behind us. And that one in the dirt misses. Gomez slides over and keeps it from going to the backstop nicely. Not an easy play right there for anyone, especially when you've caught 2 other games today. And a pitch. That one is swung on, fouled back. It'll be even count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Starters, number 1, Ashton Perry. Number 4, Emily Glover. Number 8, Sydney Golden. Number 19, Marta Gasparado. Number 29, Megan Morgan. Number 42, Crystal Goodman. Number 52, Megan Goff.
So Carly Willington
Number 99, Devin Terry. Number 14,
on first base. And the pitch, again, fouled back there by Muldoon.
17, Ashley Morris.
Only the second inning.
And she's shaking her hand off there. That did not feel good the way the ball met the bat in on her hands. 2 balls, 2 strikes, wind blowing slightly right to left, gusting at times, and she fouls that one back. So Muldoon playing the Bee Gees song, Staying Alive right now.
Number 22, Melanie Sheldon. Batting 7th, playing right field, number 10, Lisa Ravana. Batting 8th, and catching behind
And
the plate,
DC
23, Lexi Basford.
stepping back into the circle here, looks in, gets her sign, and delivers. That one is popped up, and it is going to be out of play.
That could hurt.
The head coach of the 56, 55, and 6 Indians, Linda and Jimmy Hendricks. Now the home team on the scoreboard, meet the Pioneers.
Muldoon has not threatened to steal at any point in time, and I don't think she will. As the pitch comes in, that one chopped to shortstop. She goes to second to get the first one, and they got him in time. Great job staying on the bag there by second baseman Paige Johnson, as Tori Robinson's throw was not right on the money. So fielder's choice there for Muldoon. She is at first base.
2, Carly Crow.
Number 6, Haley Andrews. Number 37, Erica Schweitzer.
So 2 away, and that'll bring up Carly Krug,
Kayla Washington.
third baseman.
And now let's meet our starters. Leading off,
And a pitch. That one is sent out of play to the right side.
Michelin Bingham.
Almost got you, Coach.
Batting second and playing right field, number 14, Morgan Greco. Batting third and playing left field, number 17, Stephanie Collins. Batting in the cleanup.
And the pitch.
Catching behind the plate.
Rise ball misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the sun is beginning to set here. In an inning or two, it'll be the right fielder, second baseman, and first baseman struggling with the sun until it goes all the way down. That ball in the dirt blocked by Gomez. Again, Danielle Gomez doing a great job back there for the Raiders. 2 balls, 1 strike now on the hitter, Carly Krug. She represents the bottom of the lineup for Central Florida. She takes ball 3. 3-1. Let's see if this might be a spot where Coach Fagan sends Joanna Muldoon. Muldoon has 2 stolen bases, has not been caught yet. He does not, and that is sent to right field. Right fielder coming in, makes the basket catch to end the inning. And that is the 3rd out of the inning, still knotted up. Heading into inning number 3, it'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up the heart of the order for the Raiders when we come back. And we are back, folks. It is Tori Robinson, the heart of the order, coming up here for Northwest Florida, 3, 4, and 5. Robinson having a great first game, a not so great second game, and started this one off with a single up the middle. And now she takes ball 1 in her second at bat. Her single came back in the first inning. They loaded the bases but could not bring anyone in to score. And that one is laced right to the third baseman. She couldn't handle it, and it's a base hit. That one was a hot shot. Krug just stuck her glove out there, did not field it on the line. So Robinson swinging the bat hard again this game. That ball was ripped. Here is Paige Johnson, who was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Again, another stranded runner back in the first. They had bases loaded with 1 out and then a strikeout and a fly out. And that one is fouled back for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That one is sent again to the left side and out of play. This is the last game today. Winners move on. Losers will go back to their respective schools. Winners play tomorrow at 10 a.m. Only 2 games tomorrow. And a pitch. Misses up and out. Ball 1. Excuse me. 3 games tomorrow. And Coachman delivers, misses outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that is Tori Robinson over there on first base. Robinson has 19 stolen bases, and that one is ripped into the right center field gap. It's going to be up against the wall. Robinson definitely going to score, and they are going to hold Paige Johnson up at second base. RBI double for the second baseman, Johnson. So still nobody out here. We'll see if Coach Fagan's going to send his pitchers to the bullpen, and it looks like we've got some possible activity in the dugout. People moving around, moving some arms, getting loose. And there will be a change here for Northwest Florida. And it looks like number 12 will be pinch hitting. And here is number 12, Brianna Ernst. And here is Ernst. I'll be able to tell you exactly what she's done this year. Give me 1 second. Ernst is a 263 hitter, 29 RBIs, 3 home runs, so she does have long ball potential. And that pitch is called a ball. Ernst, not the fastest, has only struck out 9 times. Has a slugging percentage of .404. And takes high again, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, and you got to imagine that head coach Kevin Fagan is going to be making a pitching change very soon if Cushman does not get out of this. Bunt attempt, and it's to the right side. First baseman Barlow, jump throw to first, and she is out. Excellent play by Brooke Barlow. That is the second one today she's made. That is just absolutely outstanding. Great job by the second baseman as well, catching that ball. Liz Moore over there. Great job. 1 out. Paige Johnson moves over to third.
I don't know that I've ever seen a first baseman
And there is strike one to Mariana Pereira. And the pitch. That one misses just a little bit too high outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. There is only 1 out in the inning. And Northwest Florida up 2-1 over Central Florida. And the pitch. That one again misses outside. If you are listening, you've picked up a theme here. They are going away, away, away on Pereira. She flew out to Barlow back in the first. And the pitch. That one is popped up to the right side. It'll be out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the infield is in here, so a soft ground ball may score the runner, although Johnson not the fastest runner. Only 7 stolen bases on the year, and that one is sent into center field. That's going to be deep enough to score the run, even if she doesn't catch it. She doesn't catch it. It is on her way to second base. Another double this inning, this one by Pereira. So the run Johnson was scoring either way. It was deep enough for the sac fly. And now another double and an RBI will result in a pitching change for Central Florida. And that is the day for Cushman. We will talk about the new pitcher when we come back. And it is number 9, Lindsay White, into pitch. Only 16 appearances on the season. 34 2/3 innings, 23 hits, 22 strikeouts. She does own an ERA of 1.41, averaging almost 4.5 strikeouts per 7 innings pitched. And we are ready for action, as Northwest Florida has taken the lead here in this inning, scoring 2 runs. They are leading 3-1. Doubles by Paige Johnson and Pereira have their team on top, and it's Lindsay White now who's got to work around a little bit of a jam with a runner on second base, and Beatrice Cardoza in the box. Cardoza takes ball 1. So 1 out in the inning here. Central Florida trailing. And the pitch again misses high and outside. And it is Lindsay White and no one else right now, as the Patriots do not have anybody warming up down in their bullpen. And the pitch misses high, and this is not what you want to see from your reliever, who has got 3-0 on the batter. And now White looking in, getting the sign, and the pitch. Ball 4 misses low. We have runners on first and second. And here comes Savannah Garrison. Garrison has struggled today with the bat, but she did single and had a stolen base and later scored what was at the time the game-tying run in the second inning. And that one misses outside, ball 1. So White, 5 pitches coming in from the bullpen, has yet to throw a strike. White looks in, gets a sign, and delivers. That one is love. Oh, there it is. Late strike call. Late strike call by the umpire. We are even now at 1-1. First strike Taylor White has thrown so far. Lindsey White, sorry, not Taylor White, Lindsey White. And the pitch. Bunt attempt, and it's right at her, but she blocks her own self with the bat. It is a foul ball. The ball was going right at Savannah Garrison, and she just puts the bat up in self-defense, and it's deflected for a foul ball. Garrison, the right fielder, now has 2 strikes on her, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one misses inside. 2-2. Garrison probably a little bit nervous there as that one tailed a little bit inside, because if she didn't get the bat up last time, it would have definitely hit her. And the pitch. And that one's ripped down the left side. Foul.
Foul ball. We're still sitting at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. This could be a big inning for Northwest Florida. They only have 1 out, have 2 runs across the plate. They lead 3-1 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Runners now on first and second. That is Cardoza and Pereira. And the pitch now. That one misses inside. Full count. So Lindsey White goes full now after walking the first batter she sees. The second batter, Garrison, has got herself a full count. 1 down in the inning. And White delivers. That one is a foul ball. Catcher Rodello could not hold on to it. And the pitch from White. Tap to the third baseman, and it is a foul ball, so we will go full count once again. Garrison becoming an extremely tough out here. And as the percentages go on and on and on, they increase in the favor of the hitter the more pitches the pitcher throws. Each pitch with a full count that goes by, the percentage increases in the favor of the hitter that they will somehow reach base. And the pitch. That one's chopped. Shortstop's got it. Throws to first, and there is out number 2. Runners advance, second and third. So here we go. Danielle Gomez coming up again in a big situation. Runners on second and third. She struck out back in the second inning, looking to add some more insurance runs for her team. Pitch is called low outside, a ball. White looks in, delivers. That one down the middle. Stiraguan. Shadows again getting a little bit longer here as the day goes on. Beautiful day here at historic Dodgertown. White clouds are out, blue sky otherwise. Wind starting to pick up again. It did die down there almost towards the end of the last game and the beginning of this game. That one's chopped. Third baseman Krug fields it cleanly. Throw over to first. And the inning is over. So we've got 2 runs scored by Northwest Florida. They lead 3-1 going into the bottom half of the 3rd inning. 2 up for Central Florida. It'll be the top of the order. Call up Nix and Barlow when we come back. so much. I appreciate it.
How many innings I got? Balls and strikes get away sometimes.
Still 0-0 ball game.
I got number 8 pitching and number 4 coming to bat. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Make their way up the bat. As Indian River, will play defense.
What are we waiting on? Oh, the catcher. There we go. Waiting on the catcher.
Oh, it says too late on the.
Yeah. Right there on the top.
Oh, I wrote that.
Yeah.
I forgot to look in here on the left. Right. It says.
Leading off the bottom half of the third for the Patriots center fielder, sophomore Kelsey Cullen.
And here is Kelsey Cullup now, the center fielder. In it's a lefty versus lefty matchup, and she sends a fly ball on the first pitch out to right field. The right fielder going back, and she's got the ball into right center.
Yeah, she's bat well.
She did last time.
Shortstop, sophomore Taylor Nix.
You guys are leading off.
I watched her part of the right-handed. I got to mark this one.
Courtney.
Strike one.
Yes.
And now here is
I can't hear you.
Kaylee Nix. After the fly out to right center field by Cullup, Nix has got a strike on her, and that's a shot foul. No balls, 2 strikes.
What? I died. I'm asleep by this time of day. You know that. Line drive, hit out left field. Cutting into my nap time. It's fair. Ball round.
And so Nix trying to get something going here. The 2-hole hitter, shortstop for Central Florida, and she's got a 2-hopper that's going to get through the middle of the field right over the pitcher's head for a single. So Nix having herself a 2-for-2 day here early on. 1 out, Brooke Barlow up. Barlow does have power potential to tie this game with 1 swing of the bat. Number 11 is the first team all-state selection this year. She does have power. 446 batting average in the regular season, 8 home runs. Curveball in there, strike 1. And a pitch. That one is swung on and missed, and Barlow was swinging for the fences on that one, folks. If you've ever seen the old footage of Babe Ruth swinging and missing and twisting in a corkscrew fashion, that's exactly what it looked like. No balls, 2 strikes on Barlow. And a pitch. Misses in the dirt. Great scoop there by Gomez. Gomez again. This is her 3rd game catching, and I don't think she has a pass ball yet. Absolutely brilliant behind the plate today. And the first baseman, Barlow. And the pitch. Takes low, evening the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Barlow rips one past the first baseman and second baseman. Throw to first, not in time. She is safe. Runners on first and second now after back-to-back singles by the 2 and 3 hitters for Central Florida. Nix will move over to second. Barlow is at first. Tiffany Rayleigh up now. She had a sacrifice fly, bringing in Nix back in the first inning. And here we go with Tiffany Rayleigh. She sends that one straight back to the backstop. Timing was perfect, just under it a little bit. Runners on first and second. One away. Wind blowing in now. Fences do sit at 220. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. On Tiffany Rayleigh, she is down in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. We'll see what DC wants to do. DC's had a pretty solid outing so far through these first 2 1/3 innings. Swung on and missed, and there's a strikeout. DC with a big punch out there of Tiffany Rayleigh. That is out number 2. And for DC, that is her second strikeout of the ball game. Rodello coming up now, the catcher. Grounded out to the shortstop, Tori Robinson, in her last plate appearance to end the first inning. She sends a fly ball into right center. Center fielder calling it back off, and it is actually caught by the right fielder at the last second. So that is how the inning ends. 1 out, runners on first and second. Central Florida could not get the runs across, and they still trail 3-1 as we go into the top of the 4th. Due up is the top of the order, Lizardi, Bowers, Robinson for the Raiders.
Sophomore Kristen Lizardi. Left-handed.
And back to the action on the field here. It will be the top, Kristen Lizardi, who's got a RBI triple today. She was stranded at third base after that triple, but a big shot nonetheless, and she takes called strike 1 on the inside portion of the plate. Pitch was called a strike here, and now Lizardi back in the box, and the pitch, that one slapped straight down, foul ball. We'll see if we can't get an update of Chipola and Indian River when we get a moment. It is 2-0 visitors. Not sure who the home team is yet, though. We will have to check into that. And the pitch, that one misses outside. Ball 1. So Lizardi trying to get a big inning started. Always love having the top of the lineup up. And there's a chopper to Nix. Nix fumbles it, throws it to first. Got it in time. Great scoop there by Barlow. Oh, and they're going to call her safe. They are going to call her safe. Barlow with the scoop. And so the bobble by Nix cost them. And we'll have to see it. I believe they're going to charge her with an error for that. Nix could not field it cleanly, but it looked like the throw got there in time. Barlow again, defensive skills on display here. And here's Tyra Bowers with the leadoff hitter on and nobody out. And the pitch shows bunt, puts it down, foul ball. Lizardi, number 19, the center fielder, does have some wheels on her. Don't be surprised if she is off and running with 20 stolen bases on her. And the Northwest coach wanting to talk to the umpire here to see. Got a little discrepancy going on. They're both pointing at the batter's box. Not really sure what the problem is. And they both left smiling, so not a big deal evidently. And now White looks in and delivers. Just misses on the outside. Tough call right there. Normally been lenient for both sides on the outside portion of the plate. Not on that one. So 1 ball is the count. And again, missing same spot, 2-0. And a pitch. That one sent to second base. Lismore can't get it. And the throw to third. The runner going all the way is in time and got her. Desi Lismore could not make the play on the dive. It was fielded by the right fielder Muldoon, who comes up with a straight cannon to get Lizardi at third. So Bowers with a single to the right side.
She stayed lefty this time. She did. I can't believe it.
This guy. Because it's a right-handed pitcher.
And now the pitch. And that one is fouled back out of play.
Yes. The girl got touched by her own ball. Made her out. Tyra Bowers. Bunted and hit her out of the
Okay. I missed that one.
Strike call there from Grant.
And then the girl that just got thrown out of third.
Just got thrown out there.
Whoa, a shot to gap. That's gonna.
And that one goes to the gap, and it's going to bring around 1 run from second base. And that is Johnson with the double to the gap. And I will update you exactly what happened now. The conference that we were talking about was Bowers got called out for hitting her own ball outside of the box. So that is out number 2. That brought up Tori Robinson, who singled to right field. She has since scored. And now Paige Johnson with a double to the right field gap. Okay, so that is 1 run here in this inning. It is 4-1. So just to recap, since we've got a little bit of time here, Bowers out on a bunted ball that she got hit by, did not pick that up. As that ball is in the dirt, scoots away, and that is Johnson moving over to third. So Bowers out, and then Tori Robinson rips the ball to right field. Right fielder throws out Lizardi on her way to third. Paige Johnson comes in, rips a double, and Robinson scores. 4-1, Northwest Florida. And that is a strike call, 1-1 to Ernst, who came in the game for Luther. She had a sacrifice bunt in her last plate appearance, only out by an exceptional play, and that is a single up the middle. That'll bring in another run in the form of Paige Johnson. So Ernst getting herself a single and an RBI. And White, you got to assume her day is possibly coming to an end here very soon. Don't see anybody warming up down in the bullpen. And it is Pereira. Ground ball. Nix has got it. She's going to take it herself for out number 3.
The score is now 6-0.
And that'll end the inning. We'll get an update on the other score here. But for this one, it is 5-1. 2-run score. That's Robinson and Johnson come across the plate. They've actually scored. The combo has scored 4 of the 5 runs for Northwest Florida. And now we've got Lismore, Willington, and Muldoon due up when we come back. All right, and Indian River getting beat 6-0 in the top of the second inning. That game is an elimination game. Winner goes on to play the winner of this game tomorrow at 10 a.m. Oh, and that one goes behind Lismore. All right, folks, hopefully you didn't get too much of that sneeze in the phone. I took the headset off as fast as I possibly could. And the umpire not ready yet, as second baseman didn't even have her glove on. So Lismore ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. And now the ball is bunted. And it's an out by the first baseman. Lismore down. So 1 out in the inning. That'll bring up Carly Wollington. DC delivers. Wollington sends a blast out to left field. Left fielder running back to the wall, and she is going to keep it in play off of her glove. It'll be a double for Wollington. Couldn't tell you if she kept the ball in the yard specifically, but she leaped for it, and it's off her glove, forearm. It could have gone out. It is an excellent play by the left fielder on a ball hit to at least the warning track, if not possibly out. So a double by Wollington, and she has got 2 hits today. 1 out, runner on second. That'll bring up Joanna Muldoon. Muldoon herself reached on a fielder's choice to the shortstop in her last plate appearance back in the second inning. And the rise ball misses upstairs. DC again throwing a solid game. She is the reason they are in this game. She came in relief in the first one today for Northwest Florida and shut Manatee down the rest of the way out. And Muldoon is just drilled in the back with a pitch. And she got up and she's hustling down to first base, but that definitely hurt it all the way up here. So runners on first and second, 1 out. Carly Krug is up. And no, she's not. It's going to be a pinch hitter. It is number 12, Katie Peters.
So the runner at third stole home as the pickoff between the runner on first and second.
And Katie Peters, if you're wondering about her for Central Florida, she is a .294 hitter, can hit the long ball, 10 RBIs, 2 home runs, 7 walks, 7 strikeouts.
Thank you.
It's only 1 out.
And the Patriots, number 12, Katie Peters.
So Katie Peters hitting for Carly Krug. We've seen this before. Carly Krug getting pinch hit for. This is the second straight game we've seen that happen. Krug has done solid work at third base.
Roger, I got a sub.
And a pitch. Misses outside.
I got a sub, sorry.
Ball one. DC delivers. That pitch is hit and fouled back into the other field behind us. Again, a 6-0 lead by Chipola on Indian River in the second inning, folks. And a pitch. That one is again fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second for Central Florida. It is a 5-1 ball game in favor of Northwest Florida in the bottom of the fourth. And a pitch. And that one is going to hit the batter as well. Peters on first base. I'm wondering if they're going to say that was the bat that the ball hit, but coach coming out to talk to his defense, and all of a sudden now we've got bases loaded. DC all of a sudden getting a little bit wild, hitting 2 batters in this inning, back to back. So that puts Peters on first. Let's see if they're going to re-enter Krug. I haven't seen it yet, but Peters is on first. Muldoon on second. Wollington on third, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Kelsey Cullip. Kelsey Cullip here. She is 0 for 2. Was robbed of a base hit by the shortstop Robinson back in the first inning. This is a chance to get this game a little bit closer for Central Florida. Bases loaded, 1 out. DC trying to shut down the potent offense of the Patriots. And a pitch. Called strike 1 right on the outside corner of the plate. Let's see what Cullip can do. A .408 hitter in the regular season. No home runs, 33 RBIs. Does have wheels. She takes low and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And to recap the scoring real quick, in the bottom of the first, Central Florida jumped out to a 1-0 lead. And then Northwest scored 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. And that one almost hits Cullip on the inside. She dances out of the way. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gomez again with the scoop, saving the run coming in from third. The lefty DC looks in and delivers. That one misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And if you're Kelsey Cullip, this is the best situation you could be in. She's either got to come with a strike or you get an RBI. And I'm sure she is ready to hit for DC. She knows she's got to come to the plate right here, right now. And the pitch, that one's lined right off the glove of the shortstop Robinson. They're going to score 1, and that's all they're going to score. So a base hit, a leaping Tori Robinson could not make the play. So that is a 1 run in. And that's Wollington who scores, moving Muldoon to third. Peters to second. Cullip with the RBI single is on first, and that brings up Kaylee Nix. Nix's job is to do one thing and one thing only. That's not hit into a double play. And that one's going to scoot out of the infield and into the outfield for a single. A little bloop base hit from the slapper Nix is an RBI single. Right up the middle, folks. Infield in. If the infield was back, I'd say Robinson had a shot at it. But because she was in looking for the ground ball to come home, she did not. So that is Muldoon who comes in to score. And now it's Brooke Barlow with bases loaded. 5-3 is your score. And it looks like we've got a pitching change. DC is out. DC It is number 20, Dharma Roseborough. She is now in to pitch. Dharma Roseborough. DC again. The reason they are in this game, you cannot fault her if she lost energy going into this fourth inning, because she is the reason they are here. A solid performance against Manatee in 6 innings of relief, or else they might not even be in this game. And so Roseborough takes over for DC. Fourth game today, folks. It's been an exciting one. This is an elimination game, CF versus NWF. 5-3. Bases still loaded here. I believe, yes. Kaylee Nix heads back over to first. 5-3 is your score. 1 out. Barlow in. Roseborough comes in with leading the team in 158 innings pitched. She averages 4.5 strikeouts per 7 innings pitched. And that one in the dirt. Gomez coming up with it again. And here's the pitch. Barlow takes strike 1. She does not like the call. She takes a long time out of the box to recoup for it. Coach Fagan also does not like the call, but it is a strike nonetheless. And the pitch. That one misses upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Big part of this game right here. 5-3 lead for Northwest Florida. They want it to stop shrinking. Infield is in. So a bloop will score 1, if not 2. And there's a line back to the pitcher. Over to first. Safe. Barlow lines out to the pitcher for out number 2. And here is Tiffany Rayleigh, the 8th batter of the inning. Rayleigh has a sacrifice fly and an RBI and then a strikeout. And it is possibly, let's see what we got going on here. Umpires now meeting. We'll have to see what's going on. Did not see what the problem was. Rayleigh went to the box and then hustled off the field. And now the umpires are meeting. We'll have to see what's going on. And I guess they were just talking about the play over there at first base. And Nix is safe. Again. And Roseborough looking to shut down CF's charge here as she is coming in relief. The righty stands in and delivers. And that one scoots away. And it's going to be a run. Peters comes in to score. On the wild pitch, it looked like it hit the dirt before it got to the catcher. Gomez, as good as she has been, that's the one that might hurt her. And that is Peters who comes around to score, and it is a 1-run ball game, folks. Every runner moves up, call up to third. Nix to second. First base is open. And the umpire and Coach Kevin Fagan talking about something. And discussion has ended. 5-4 ball game, 2 outs. Roseborough puts one in the dirt. And the pitch. Rayleigh takes low. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, and this is the part where the right fielder, first baseman, and the second baseman are going to have trouble seeing. So keep your throws low if you're on the left side of the infield throwing at the first base. And here comes the pitch. That ball misses low, 3-0. First base is open. Jenna Rodello is on deck. Rayleigh right now 0 for 1. She does have a sacrifice fly and an RBI. That one skips in the dirt, blocked by Gomez, and that is a 4-pitch walk issued to Rayleigh. So here is Rodello, the catcher. And the umpire did not have the right count on the batter. And now they're going to talk it over, and Rayleigh now. And looks like we might have a conversation with other people. And DC is coming back in. Say Luisa DC back into pitch here. And I don't believe she gets any warm-ups, and she was the starting pitcher, comes back in the inning she was removed. And we're awaiting the umpires talking it over with both dugouts. We do have a championship game coming up at 7 o'clock. Supposedly, I doubt it will start on time. 5-4, this one is a good one. DC back in. And it is going to be the right-handed hitting Jenna Rodello. First pitch misses low and outside, and this is a sign that Northwest is running out of pitching in this one. We have not seen Sydney Harless yet or Mackenzie Huey. And that one's in there for a strike. One strike. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count on Rodello, who is 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop and flew out to right field. And that one is going to be caught by the shortstop. And Northwest Florida leaves the inning with the lead. And we'll be back to tell you what's happening in the top half of the 5th. And it'll be Lindsey Markham coming in for Central Florida to replace the starting pitcher, or excuse me, White, the relief pitcher. So Lindsey Markham here, 70 innings pitched on the year, 45 hits. Has 74 strikeouts. That's over 7 strikeouts per 7 innings pitched. She does have a 1.79 ERA. So Another solid pitcher coming out for Central Florida, and it will be Beatriz Cardoza. Leading off here for the Raiders. And so Markham now in. And her first pitch down the middle, but low, ball one. Beatriz Cardoza is 0 for 1. She does have a walk. She was stranded on second base back in the third inning. She flew out to third base in her first plate appearance. She timed that one up very nicely, just under it, and missed it, fouling it off to the backstop. 5-4 lead after Central Florida manages 3 in the bottom of the fourth. Northwest Florida has had a solid day, manufacturing runs, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. They are leading by 1. And Cardoza takes again, ball 2. 2-1 is your count. Looking on, gets the sign, toes the rubber, and the pitch. Right there on the outside corner, strike 2. Beatriz Cardoza so far today. Couple hits to her credit, 1 in each game. Trying to come through with her third one of the day. And that's pop up to the right side. Barlow under it, and she is going to make the play. And here is Savannah Garrison. Garrison, number 18. She is the right fielder. She is 1 for 2 today. Grounded out to the shortstop back in the third. But in the second inning, reached on a single through the left side. She ended up stealing second and then scored. And she tries to send that one over to the left side. It is fouled back out of play. And the pitch from the righty. That one's chopped to the third base side. Foul ball. And it'll be 0-2. And it is 8-0 in favor of Chipola over Indian River there, as that one again is poked foul by Garrison. So Chipola well on their way to the 10 a.m. losers bracket game tomorrow. The part of the Final Four, if you will. Big game coming up at 7 o'clock tonight with Seminole and Florida Southwestern. And here's the pitch. That one is chopped again, foul, as Garrison desperately trying to poke one over the third baseman Krug's head. And Markham looks and delivers that one in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind has certainly calmed down. The sun is behind a cloud right now, so no one is being bothered by the setting sun. We'll see if that trend continues. That'd be helpful for both teams for sure. And the pitch. That one tapped to the catcher, who makes the play, throws to first, not in time. It'll be a single for Garrison. So a 1-out single by Garrison will bring up Danielle Gomez, the catcher. Gomez over 2 in this game. 1 strikeout and then a ground out to third. And the pitch here misses high with the rise ball, ball 1. Garrison definitely has some wheels over there at first base. For Northwest Florida, she could swipe a bag. Have not seen anybody attempt one yet on a ball that was cleanly pitched. Seen some advances on balls in the dirt, and that one misses low. 2 balls, no strikes.
Hey, Roger. Yeah. If I get a stolen base, do I go back to previous at bat and put advance?
No.
I didn't get one yet. I didn't get one. I'm just asking.
I have to show you.
Okay.
And here's the pitch from Markham. That ball is right down the middle, called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1-run game here in the top half of the 5th inning. Northwest trying to hold on. Central Florida trying to regain control. Bunt attempt, and it's a good one down the right side. Barlow fields it, flips it over to Lismore covering first, and that is out number 2. Called a sacrifice by Gomez. So 2 outs now, and Garrison over at second base. She will score on anything hit into the grass, and that'll bring up Kristen Lazardi. Lazardi has reached base 2 out of 3 times, a triple and an RBI back in the second, and then an error by Nix at shortstop for Central Florida. And first pitch swung on and missed. That RBI triple back in the second inning tied up the game. It was 1-1 at that time. And the pitch. That one is sent over to the left side. It'll be out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. And now that we got the ball back in play, Lazardi trying to get another RBI here, give her team a little bit of breathing room. Only a few outs remaining. That pitch misses low and outside, ball 1. 1-2 is the count. Standing on second is Savannah Garrison, the right fielder. She's got some wheels on her, and she will score on anything that reaches the grass. And the pitch. And that one is sent a line drive to the backstop. Markham, the second relief pitcher behind Lindsey White. Cushman was the starter in this one. And that's a foul ball up out of play. We remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now the sun has come back out. Barlow over at first. Lismore at second, wearing sunglasses. The right fielder's got her hand up, blocking the sun out, trying to see the ball off the bat. Could be trouble. And here's the pitch. That one misses low. It'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2-2 across the board with 2 outs. Lazardi wants nothing more than to just reach base here. And that one's hit, and it's past Markham over to first. And they are going to say Lismore's throw to first was not in time. Lazardi with the wheels beats it out. Markham could not get to it, just out of her reach, off the rubber there. And it is first and third with 2 outs. Coach Kevin Fagan wants to call time and talk to his defense. He does have Shane O'Connell waiting in the wings. Can't imagine that you're going to save a pitcher for a game that might not happen if you don't win this one. Markham just could not get off the rubber fast enough to get that ball as it just went right by her. I mean, I'm talking less than a foot away from her glove. Lazardi on first. We'll see if Northwest Florida wants to do anything and send the runner straight there. Savannah Garrison, the speedy runner at third base, will score on a pass ball without a second thought. And it is number 11, Tyra Bowers, coming to the plate. She was out on a batted ball that hit her outside of the box. 2 down. Now, Markham back out there and delivers the first pitch to Bowers, and she wants to slap it, decides against it. Pitch misses low, ball 1. Bowers back in the box now, awaits pitch number 2, and she sends that one down the left side, and it is foul. Laser out of play. So it is 1-1. And that is a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Every situation is critical here. Every single one getting to the later innings of an elimination game. 2 top 25 teams, folks. Number 14, Northwest Florida leads. Number 9, Central Florida 5-4. Top of the 5th, Northwest Florida threatening with runners on first and third. 2 outs, 1-2 count now on Bowers. Here comes the pitch, and that one is swung on, missed. Big strikeout right there. And Lindsey Markham gets Bowers swinging to end the inning and strand 2 runners. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Central Florida trails by 1 when we come back. All right, and we are back. Bottom of the 5th inning. Central Florida is hitting. Foul ball, and that one goes right off of Gomez, who is just getting beat up today. 9 batters came to the plate for Central Florida in the 4th, and that means that is Destiny Lismore leading off. She grounded out to first in the last plate appearance, and this time she is hit right in the back. So the 3rd hit batsman today by DC. And they may consider not throwing inside so much the rest of the way. And now here is Carly Wollington. Wollington has had an excellent day at the plate in this game. Thank you. 2 for 2, a single and a double as she takes ball 1. She has 1 run scored. She has been a solid input into the lineup. She takes high outside ball 2. Wellington was not the DP in the last game, but she did pinch hit. And actually singled to the left side. So she is 3 for 3 on the day. Is Carly Wellington. Conversation between pitcher DC and catcher Gomez has ended. Score is 5-4. Leadoff batter for Central Florida stands on first base. Nobody out. 2 balls, no strikes. Wellington steps in and rips the ball to third baseman. Third baseman over to second, and she throws it away. Liz Moore will move on to third. Oh, my. And Beatrice Cardoza with the throwing error. That one is going to hurt. Wellington on first. Liz Moore over to third. Joanna Muldoon now up. She was hit by a pitch last inning, and she eventually scored. Again, folks, just as I said before, every moment is critical. And it looks like they are going to have a runner, possibly for Wellington, and they do. It is number 5, Marcella Parado.
Roger, I got a courtesy runner. Courtesy runner. So, I'm sure the other one will come back in. Thank you.
And it will be number 5, Marcella Parado. Parado on first, Liz Moore on third. Liz Moore represents the tying run. Parada, the go-ahead run. And that'll bring up number 17, freshman Joanna Muldoon. Muldoon 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice and then was hit by a pitch. She does have 1 run scored today. And a pitch. Misses low, ball 1. And a pitch. That one's hit to the shortstop, and she boots it. Oh, no. That'll be an RBI. I don't know if she would have gotten Muldoon out or not, but Muldoon on with an error by the shortstop. So back-to-back errors, and we have ourselves a tie ball game. And, folks, it goes back to the third game they've played today in the hot sun. Bad things happen when you are exhausted. So we've got ourselves a tie ball game, 5-5. Central Florida still no outs here. And they are down, and it will be number 2, Carly Krug. Krug was re-entered for Peters. Runners on first and second. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Krug is going to be sacrificing right here. And here is the lefty, DC, trying to keep this game tied. And Krug swinging all the way. Totally expected her to be bunting here, but she is not. She is swinging. And And I don't know what's going on here. It looks like after one pitch, he is going to bring in a pinch hitter. Interesting. Not often you see someone, and it could have been a missed bunt sign. Not sure here. But it is going to be number 3, Melinda Rule. Melinda Rule now in, and I believe that means Krug is done for the day. She is out. And it'll be interesting if Rule puts down a bunt. Did Krug miss the bunt sign?
3 for 2.
And we'll see how that will affect Central Florida moving on defensively, as their starting third baseman is now done for the day. So big moments here. She does have a strike on her. That limits the pitches you can take to get a bunt down. DC has hit 3 batters so far, but is trying to keep the game right where it is. Bunt sign, and it gets down. It's a good bunt. Third baseman Fields throw over to first, and Rule did her job right there. Excellent job with the sacrifice bunt. Solid job defense by Northwest Florida getting the out. So we can only speculate that Carly Krug missed a bunt sign, resulting in her being pulled from the game. 1 out. Here is Kelsey Cullup. Cullup singled and got an RBI in her last at bat. Called strike low on the outside corner. DC loves it. And a pitch misses outside, and it is raining out there right now. And the fans are heading to get some cover here. It's not going to last long, folks, but it is one of those, we are by the beach. It will rain spontaneously. And that pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. The wind has died to almost nothing. Flags are not moving. They are still. And the pitch missing outside, 3-1. It is a hitter's count here. DC has got to be exhausted here. And we'll see. It looks like she's wondering if the count is correct. They're checking the count on here, and the coach for Northwest Florida out.
She's ready to pitch, and he keeps holding her up. Well, I've seen a bunch of quick pitching this weekend. Pitchers trying to catch a little off balance and get it quick.
And the count is 3 balls, 1 strike. DC trying to get a rhythm here. Umpire not ready, not letting her pitch. And here we go. And that one is swung on and missed. It would have been ball 4. Full count now to Kelsey Cullup. An excellent play by Tori Robinson. Kept her off the bases to start the game. It is a tie ball game. Cullup with the ground ball to the right side. And the first baseman, excellent play there. Running at Cullup to get her down the line and not allowing the runner to score from third. That is Wollington, who stays on third. So excellent, smart decision there by Mariana Pereira. And here is Kaylee Nix, who is 3 for 3 today. She scored once, she has a double, and she's got an RBI. And swings and misses. Strike 1. Now the shortstop is pulled over to the left side of the 6th hole, leaving the middle of the field open. A ground ball to the outfield will score 2. And that one is lifted to the left side, out of play. And it looks like the rain has already ceased. It was quick, felt great. It is now over. No balls, 2 strikes. That one misses inside. Gomez keeping the ball from going to the backstop again. And the lefty looks, delivers. That one is swung on and missed. Nix struck out DC with a big punch out right there to end the inning. And folks, don't look now, but we are all tied up going into the 6th inning. Score is 5-5. Northwest due up next. And here comes sweet swinging Tori Robinson. Robinson, who has 3 hits in this game, 6 today. She has, ironically, not hit a double yet, which is all she needs for the cycle today. Swings and misses. She has 2 home runs, a triple. This is not in this game. This is earlier today. And then 3 singles in this one. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Lindsey Markham, who is now the pitcher of record since we are tied up 5-5, has got Robinson down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Lindsey Robinson has not only been doing it with the bat this game, she's made 2 excellent plays at shortstop for the Raiders. And the pitch. And that one's going to be another single up the middle. Give her a 4-for-4 day. Robinson continues to rack up the hits. That is 7 in 3 games now. And to think that she went hitless in the last game. And that'll bring up Paige Johnson. Strike 1. Now here is Paige Johnson, who has scored twice. She was hit by a pitch. She's reached base all 3 plate appearances. Has doubles in the 3rd and the 4th. And that one is popped up to the left side. Left fielder coming in. That's a major league fly ball. Caught and out. Number 1. And here is Ernst, who is 1-for-1 in 2 plate appearances. Does have a sacrifice bunt back in the 3rd inning. And that one is a pop-up. And the pitcher cannot get to it. Markham. Oh, my. Markham could not get to that, and it's going to be an infield single for Ernst. And Ernst is 2-for-2. Markham just could not get there, and the ball bounced, and she touched it, and the catcher couldn't get to it. Rodello and the 3rd baseman could not get to it. rule.
And she gets the strikeout. Big time pitch by Miss Andrews.
So runners on first and second here. And it is Mariana Pereira.
They scored in the bottom of the 7th, so we've been extra innings tonight.
And a pitch. That one is blocked. Excellent job there by Rodello, keeping runners on first and second. And we'll see if O'Connell is somewhere warming up. She's not where I can see her. And a pitch. And that one is laced out of play on the left side. So 1-1 count to Pereira. She is 2 for 3 today. She has a double. She's knocked in an RBI. She's also grounded out to the shortstop and then flown out to first base. She takes low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're here in the top of the 6th inning. Northwest Florida, Central Florida, all knotted up at 5, folks. A battle of number 14 and number 9 in the country. And that one is sent into left field. That's going to be trouble. It's going to find a gap. Left fielder. Oh, and she boots it out there in left field. That's going to score 2. And they are going to bring Pereira around to third, and she is in there. Give her a single and then an error by the left fielder, and that is going to cost Central Florida 2 runs. Should be a single with 2 bases on the air.
You didn't get by her?
No, she kicked it.
I didn't see that.
What an amazing diving catch.
2 runs scored on the hard hit ball by Pereira.
And so, Coach Kevin Fagan out to talk to Markham. And a tough play out there for Tiffany Rayleigh, as Northwest Florida is back on top, 7-5. And they only have 1 out,
Third baseman sophomore Beatrice Cardoza.
with Pereira at third, and Cardoza is now batting. She's walked once and flown out twice, once to third base and once to first base. So we will see what happens now. 2 runs here in the top of the 6th. And that is a ball called by the umpire. Sometimes he likes to call strikes late, so I was giving him the benefit of the doubt there.
2 bases. You can go back and change that up.
Here's the pitch, and that one is, they thought she might have swung. They're going to check down to first, and no, she did not, so the count is 2-0. Now, Coach Fagan can always put Morgan Cushman back in the game. She is the starter. She does have a re-entry left available to him. And a pitch. That one, it does not scoot away far enough from Rodello, as she did get a glove on it. 3-0 to Cardoza. She's going to be taking the whole way here. No reason to swing. 3 balls. No strikes. Garrison waiting on deck. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on a 3-0, and that was a rise ball. Oh, my goodness. Beatrice Cardoza swinging at what would have been ball 4. Oh, my. And she's back, and the next pitch is a called strike 2. Full count, 1 out. It is a consensus up here in the booth that would have been ball 4. And Markham looking to capitalize here in the pitch. And that one is sent down to the right side, out of play.
Ball on your field.
And here is the pitch from Markham. And that one misses again upstairs. Not swinging this time. Cardoza walks to first. So first and third situation here, and it looks like Northwest Florida's coach is going to put in a pinch runner. And Cardoza cannot get off the bag fast enough, and here comes number 22. Sylvia. She did run in the first game, and in fact was the winning run in the first game in the 7th inning. And so Sylvia is now on first after the walk by Cardoza.
Thank you.
And that is Savannah Garrison, the right fielder, now at the dish. She is 2 for 3 today. Does have a run scored, 2 singles, 1 an infield single, and 1 went right over the shortstop's head into left field. They could use one of those right now, and at the third baseman, a diving stop, foul ball. A diving stop by a third baseman there, but it was a foul ball. Markham now, set, delivers. Pitch misses up, and Sylvia goes down to second base. So Sylvia pinch running for Cardoza. It is second and third, only 1 out. A ground ball to the right side will score 1. Let's see what Garrison's doing. And that's a fly ball to left side, foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 6th inning, 7-5. 2 runs have come across the score in this half of the 6th for Northwest Florida. Came in, it was knotted up 5-5. And that one is going to be a bloop to the left side. Is it going to be fair? No, it is not. It is a foul ball. Garrison trying as hard as she can to just lift the ball into the grass in left field. And here's the pitch. And that one's tapped. The third baseman's going to get it out. And foul ball. And Chipola has run ruled Indian River. They will play the winner of this game tomorrow morning. And the pitch. Swung on and missed at a ball at her eyes. Strike 3. Markham coming up with a big second out in this inning. And here is Danielle Gomez. Gomez, who has done nothing but impressed me today behind the plate, catching 3 games now. And now she's up to bat with insurance runs on third and second base. And she takes called strike 1. 2 down. It would be a huge, huge hit for her and her team if she came through right now.
One of you get over here.
And that one's up and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Markham looking in now, gets her sign, and she delivers, missing low and inside, ball 1. Gomez, she is 0 for 2 today, grounding out to the third baseman, striking out back in the second, and then she has a sacrifice bunt fielded by Barlow, thrown out at first base. And another good block by Rodello in the dirt. And we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So here we go. Markham trying to get out of this inning, only giving up 2. And then that's exactly what she does. Strike 3 looking. Gomez goes down. And now her job is to just play defense as her team has gone on top again. 2 by 2 runs, score 7-5. And we will be back for the bottom half of the 6th inning. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 up. A lot of run potential there for Central Florida, and DC coming back for another inning of work. And it will be number 11, Brooke Barlow, out to lead off the inning. Her team down by 2 to Northwest Florida with only 6 outs of offense left to play. So here is Barlow, awaits the pitch from DC, and it is outside, called strike 1. And the pitch. Barlow swings and fouls that one straight back to the backstop. 0-2. For Barlow, this could be her last junior college plate appearance. She set the record for career RBIs in the state of Florida, and I believe she is second all time as that pitch misses low and outside. Looks like the overcast is moving in. Possible rainbow sighting over there, over the right field fence. A little bit of rain maybe moving into the area, and a pitch, and she takes far outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It'll be Barlow, Rayleigh, and Rodello. Rayleigh looking to get her team on the board after a tough error in the last half inning. Barlow takes inside and low. It'll load the scoreboard up with 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wind is dying down a lot. A little bit of gust here and there, but nothing consistent like it was earlier. And that pitch misses. So after going down 0-2, Barlow works herself a walk. And we'll see if Coach Kevin Fagan wants to put a runner in, and nothing so far. Looks like he is going to save his bench players.
You're right there is like a month later.
And here is Tiffany Rayleigh. She would love nothing more than to hit a 2-run home run right here. tie this game up.
Get on the stick. I'm not right. It
DC
takes me longer.
not happy that she did not get that strike call. It is a ball.
That's not fair. It just was not fair.
And the lefty, DC, back in the circle now, looks in and delivers. That one sent into the left center field gap. Center fielder going over, cannot make the play. And Barlow's going to go to third base, and she's in there. And that is Tiffany Rayleigh with a double. Nobody out. Wow. And now they're going to have a conversation about what they want to do here. And it looks like they're going to bring the outfielders in, and the entire team's going to get involved. Interesting, interesting. Not very often you see everybody getting involved. Now, Rayleigh is the tying run. She is on second base. And it is number 10, Jenna Rodello, up to bat. She is 0 for 3 today. So intense moments as we wind down in this one. Winner moves on to play Chipola tomorrow at 10 a.m. Loser on their way back to their college. Tying run is at second base. It is the bottom of the sixth inning. Score is 7-5. Nobody out. Barlow reached on a walk, and then a gapper double by Tiffany Rayleigh. So DC gets the call, looks in and delivers. Ball low to Rodello. Rodello has not been subbed out for at all today. There is another catcher on the bench in Hannah Kelly. And a pitch. That one is popped to the right side, and it will be out of play. And DC now looks in and delivers. Pitch misses high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Rodello drives that one through the hole, and that's going to score 1 run. And Rayleigh held up at third base, and an overthrow, and Rodello not going anywhere at first, and it is first and third. Nobody out. Rodello coming up big there with her first hit of the ball game, an RBI single. And here is Desi Lismore, and now we're going to bring in another pitcher. Let's see what we got. And now, not too sure what's going to happen. Northwest Florida coach steps on the field, steps off. Not sure if any changes are going to be made. And there are none. And here is Desi Lismore, second baseman. Hit by a pitch in her last plate appearance, ended up scoring a run, and now Coach Kevin Fagan wants to have a talk with the home plate umpire, and that'll be it for Rodello. They're going to put in a pinch runner for her. Excellent job at the plate. And it is number 18, Claudia Jones. So 18 for 10, that is Claudia Jones going to run at first base. And now the lights have come on. The sun is going down all the way. Could be a little bit of wet weather coming our way. Nothing too crazy. The wind is blowing around in gusts a little bit. Lefty DC looks in, delivers, and that one is sent to the right field. Foul out of play. Strike one.
Roger, we need balls on field 7.
Runners on first and third here. And a pitch. Jones going down to second. They throw it to second. Throw home, and it's thrown into the dirt. And Rayleigh scores. Jones over to third base. Oh, my goodness. So stolen base by Jones. The throw by Gomez on the money. Cut off by the shortstop Robinson, who chucks it. And it just ends up in the dirt in front of Gomez, who cannot corral it. So now we've got the go-ahead run on third base, nobody out, and one of the best hitters in the entire country up to bat, Destiny Lismore. Ground ball to the left side, and it'll be strike 2. Folks, if you're wondering how this is happening, the answer is fatigue. This is the third game today that Northwest Florida has played. Their second, basically a double header after they took care of business with Manatee, which came down to the wire in the 7th inning. DC is just out of gas. Gomez, the catcher, has caught this being her third game, and the rain is starting up again. And that one is sent to deep right field. Right fielder going back. She's not going to catch it. Oh, she comes back, and a diving catch. Oh, my goodness. But the go-ahead run scores. Lismore with a blast to Savannah Garrison, who was running, and then all of a sudden had to come back in for it. And it is an 8-7 ball game on the sac fly by Desi Lismore. And it is just pouring down rain here.
Why are you going to make it?
No, he's pinch running.
And it looks like number 1 is going to pinch hit here. And that was a wave of rain right there, folks. That saturated the entire field. It seems to be just a miss now. So number 5 is done. And that would be Marcella Parado. In for her is number 1, Carly Wollington. Wollington right now, 2 for 3 on the day. 1 out. DC now going back out there. Central Florida up 8-7 here, giving Northwest all they can handle. This game has been back and forth, and it'll be interesting to see if Coach Kevin Fagan wants to go with Shane O'Connell in the final inning. And now it is a steady rain out there. And the pitch, that one is popped up to the shortstop for out number 2. Joanna Muldoon now with 2 down. Central Florida having taken the lead with 3 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And all the fans huddled under the tents as much as they can possibly stand. It is a consistent rain here, not a downpour, but consistent. So DC back in, toes the rubber, delivers. That one is lifted to the left side. Shortstop going over. Tori Robinson calling it, and that is the end of the inning. So out number 3 is Muldoon, and the damage is done. Central Florida scoots Barlow Rayleigh And Jones across.
They scored 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. After 6 complete, Patriots.
And now the umpires, we might not be able to get started here in the top of the 7th. It looks like they're going to put everyone in the dugout. Oh, my goodness.
You got to be kidding me. Top of 7.
Wow.
1-run game, and we got a rain delay.
We've got a rain delay, folks.
Yes.
And it looks like the Northwest Florida coach not happy about it. And this will put us on a little bit of a delay here. We've also got the number 1 seeded game later at 7 o'clock. We'll be back when we know more.
It's not very big. Yeah. Is it? It's headed right at us. That's it. Here's the back of it. DG! Hey, how you doing? Something else. Yeah. You're welcome, honey.
Don't affect us. It's Vero. Probably had rained in my house. Guarantee that. Let's still warm up. You guys are kidding me.
What?
Never mind. Okay, the top layer is wet. The rest of the field is dry. You're not going to slip. Pitch the ball. Stop training. Oh, yeah.
In the 7th inning.
Yeah, top of 7.
Oh my, this could change the
Yeah.
dynamic of everything
Here's
here.
pitching.
And he's calling him off the field.
He's not happy. A little rain.
I know. I wonder why he's not happy because
But he wants to bat so he can win.
I know that, but oof.
He just lost the lead in the last inning, right?
This man.
I'm probably going to stay out in the rain.
I've got this filled out. side, and Central Florida is taking the field here. It'll probably be another few minutes before we get started in the top half of the 7th inning. All right, folks, and the game is on. And just to recap a little bit of what has happened, the rain came in. The score is 7-8 in favor of Central Florida. They put 3 up in the bottom of the 6th. We are in the top of the 7th. Central Florida brings out Lindsey Markham again. And that one is a laser out of play to the left side. And hitting is number, let's see here, trying to find it here, is number 19, Kristen Lazardi. She takes strike 2. Lazardi today has had a solid day at the plate. She is 2 for 4, has reached the base 3 times, a single, a triple, and an RBI to her credit. Markham is 0-2 on the batter. And the pitch. That one is sent out of play. Will stay at 0-2. Lazardi is the leadoff hitter here for the Raiders, which is where they want to be in their lineup. Down 1 run in the final inning. That one is shot foul. And they are getting dry balls on the field. The umpire not carrying any in his pockets. They're just staying in the dugouts in the towels. That rain came basically out of nowhere, drenched us, and now it is basically gone. It's going to be a beautiful sunset behind us. And that one is lifted foul again. It will remain 0-2. Lazardi not taking any chances here. And the pitch from Markham. And that's tapped to the third baseman. Gets past her. Nix from shortstop. Throw over. And she is safe. Base hit by Lazardi to begin the top of the 7th. And the team down by 1 run. If the third baseman could have come across and fielded that one, she had a shot. As soon as it went by her to Nix, Lazardi's speed took over, and it's an infield single. That'll bring up Tyra Bowers, the left fielder. She has 1 hit today. She has 1 for 4. And Markham now looking to clean off her spikes. Says she can't get her footing. And now she's back out there. Bowers here, the second batter in the lineup, Tori Robinson behind her. We all know what Robertson's been able to do today with the bat. And a pitch. That one is slapped foul to the left side. Gotta assume somewhere Shayna O'Connell is warming up, or even Cushman.
Left-handed batter. Top of the seventh. 2 hour and 47-minute rain delay. 27-minute mud on shoe delay.
At 10:30 p.m.
It is an 8-7 ball game after 3 runs in the bottom of the sixth for Central Florida. And Markham delivers. That one sent again foul to the left side. We'll go 0-2. And now Markham steps back in, toes the rubber, looks in, gets her sign. And the pitch. That one's tapped to the third baseman, and Nix can't handle it either. And they're going to have runners on first and second base after the infield single by Bowers. Nix basically was blinded to the ball by the third baseman going for it, and as soon as it got past her, she was not ready for it. So she's got herself a single.
Shortstop, number 17, Tori Robinson. And she can get a hold of one. She's 4 for 4.
Tori Robinson, 4 for 4 in this ball game. She already has 2 home runs, including a grand slam in the previous game. And now head coach Kevin Fagan's going to have a talk with his pitcher and defense. Runners on first and second. They are down by 1 run. Tori Robinson today. And to think, folks, 7 hits in 3 games, and she went hitless in her second game. 6 RBIs in the first one. In this one, she's been a singles hitter, scoring 3 times. Twice up the middle, once through the left side, and once into right field. So it'll be interesting to see how they treat Tori Robinson here, who has been the most diabolical hitter in this lineup.
Are they ready to start? Okay.
Runners on first and second, nobody out. Top of the 7th inning, Northwest Florida threatening. And Markham delivers. And that one goes straight to the backstop. A wild pitch. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Runners on second and third. After the wild pitch. Tori Robinson, 1 ball on the count. Let's see what she's going to do. And the pitch. And swing and a miss. Strike 1. Might be good idea here with speed on third. You might just want a safety squeeze here. Put a bunt down, try to make him play some defense. Get the tying run across, and another run moves up to third base with 1 out, and your 4-hole hitter up. Let's see what they do. And that pitch misses again upstairs. First, or runners on second and third. No 1 out. Count is 2-1 now to Tori Robinson. Robinson's had a stellar performance today at the plate. And she sends that one deep to left center field. That will score at least 1. And it does plate the tying run. A sacrifice fly for Tori Robinson. And Bowers remains at second base. She did not tag up there. And Tori Robinson picks up another RBI, but is out number 1. First time she's been kept off the bases, but it does cost Central Florida a run. And here is Paige Johnson, who has been almost as good. That pitch misses low. Johnson has got an RBI, 2 doubles. She was hit by a pitch and scored twice in this game. She had a double to the fence, thought about going to 3, held up. Rise ball, misses outside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out, 2 balls, no strikes. And that one misses upstairs. It is 3-0 with 1 out. And Lindsey Markham struggling a little bit here in the 7th. And a pitch. And that is strike 1. As Paige Johnson wanted nothing more than the run down to first base. And there's the pitch right there, and that is ball 4, issued to Johnson. Runners on first and second, go-ahead run at second base. This is the top of the 7th inning. And now Coach Kevin Fagan is going to take out Markham. And it'll be Cushman coming in. Morgan Cushman, the starting pitcher in this contest way back when. And Morgan Cushman coming back in here. She was taken out for Lindsay White, who was taken out for Lindsey Markham. No relation, even though their first names are Lindsay. So it is a tie ball game, 8-8 here. And it is number 12, Ernst, who entered the game for Taylor Luther. And she is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored. And the pitch here by Cushman misses upstairs, ball 1. Runners on first and second here in the form of Paige Johnson on first, Tyra Bowers on second. 1 run is in this inning, 1 out away. And there is a fly ball. Left fielder Rayleigh coming in on a full sprint, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down. And it is Mariana Pereira. She has a double, a single, and an RBI in this one. She reached third last time on an error by Rayleigh in left field on a hard hit ball that the left fielder just could not handle. Left side swinger here. Runners on first and second, 2 down. And Cushman delivers. Strike 1, says the umpire. And Pereira not exactly pleased with the call. It's been a back and forth contest here between Northwest Florida and Central Florida, and all of a sudden, Coach Kevin Fagan wants another timeout to talk to his pitcher. And the score is still 8-8. Let's do a little bit of a scoring recap here for you. If you're just joining us, Northwest Florida, the visiting team, put 1 up in the second, 2 in the third, 2 more in the fourth, and then 2 more in the 6th, and now 1 in the 7th. Central Florida scored the first run of the game, then tied it up, got within 1 run in the bottom of the 4th inning at 5-4, then took the lead in the 6th, and then back again with 3 runs. And now we're here tied with 1 run in the top of the 7th by Northwest Florida, still threatening here. And a big swing and a miss right there by Pereira. And the count goes to no balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Cushman is just going to go with the strikeout pitch or a waste pitch here. And a pitch. And that is sent into center field. Center fielder says she's got it camped under it, makes the play. We will go to the bottom of the 7th, all tied up. And if you're wondering who's coming up for Central Florida, it will be 9-1-2 when we come back. And as DC throws her warm-up pitchers, we will remind you Florida, Southwestern, and Seminole are about to get started behind us, running about a full hour behind here. Chipola, knocking off Indian River, run rule fashion, has advanced to the 10 a.m. game tomorrow. That brings us to where we are now, Northwest Florida, Central Florida, fighting it out for the right to go to the game tomorrow, and if you will, a Final Four. DC continues her warm-up pitches. She has thrown stellar, and you've got to commend both of these teams. Both of these teams are absolutely exhausted by this point. Central Florida playing a tough Florida Southwestern team earlier today. Northwest Florida, this is their 3rd game today. Their catcher Gomez has caught every inning of each game. She has got to be exhausted. DC is the reason they're in this game after a stellar relief appearance against Manatee. And now she has gone the distance here and has the ability to send it into extra innings. We will see what Central Florida wants to do here. Leadoff batter steps in. And we are getting started. And it's a bunt, and it's going to land foul. It is number 3, Melinda Rule. If you'll remember, Rule came in for Krug when we suspect Krug missed a bunt sign. Rule then came in and put down a perfect bunt. It was the second reentry for Krug, so she is done for the day. Melinda Rule is now in her spot, batting 9th. She takes in the dirt, ball 1. And again, poor Gomez just getting beat up out there as that one hit right off her arm. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the first batter of the inning for the Patriots. Lefty DC delivers, and that is a pop fly. Shortstop Robinson's got it in her back pocket, out number 1. So 1 away here in the 8th, and it's Kelsey Cullop. Cullop so far this game is 1 for 4. Robinson robbed her of a hit way back in the first inning when the sun was up. Lays down a bunt, and it's a good one, and it's going to be a foul ball. Umpire calls it foul before Gomez makes a throw down to the first base side. So Kelsey Cullop trying to reach base any way possible. And a pitch. That one is sent out of play to the left field. Score is 8-8. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kaylee Nix, who has swung an extremely hot bat, is on deck. She is 3 for 4 in this game. And swing and a miss. Kelsey Cullip goes down on strikes. And here's Kaylee Nix as we are staring down the barrel of extra innings. And Nix with a ground ball. Robinson fields it cleanly. Throw over to first. Got her. We're going to extras. And for the first time in a long time, Central Florida goes down in order. And in fact, it is the first time today. Just so happens to be in the bottom of the 7th. So we go to the 8th inning. It will be Cushman back out there for Central Florida. And for the Raiders, it'll be Cardoza, Garrison, and Gomez. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the number 14 team in the nation when we come back.
For the Lady Patriots in the bottom of the 7th, no runs on, no hits, no errors. After 7, we are still tied at 8.
They changed Central Florida, changed pitchers again.
Yes, Cushman came back in.
So now she's the
pitcher right there.
yeah. 8 is still the pitcher of record for.
Yep.
They don't have anybody else. She ain't coming out.
Yeah.
She ain't coming out.
Who?
DC.
DC.
C ain't coming out.
They'll have to drag her off the field.
Lindsay was huffing and puffing and
Was she?
stomped on the ground because it was wet. The ball was wet.
C is that Friday. I remember a game at Osceola. I thought her parents were going to jump the fence and kill somebody because it got a little rainy.
Yep.
And she was pissed. Taking off.
You got
Top of the 8, number 1.
yep. Beatrice.
Yep, Beatrice Cardozo.
Top of the 8 leading off for the Lady Raiders. Third baseman, top of Beatrice Cardozo.
And here we go. It'll be Cardoza leading off. And if you're wondering how long this game has lasted, folks, we are past the 3-hour mark. And that one's sent into right field, and it will drop a single for Cardoza. Beatriz Cardoza with a leadoff single for the Raiders. If they choose to pinch run for her, she will be done for the day. So an interesting decision here for Northwest Florida coach. And he is going to come to the umpire. They are going to go with a pinch runner here. So the starting third baseman will be done.
They're only good for this far away. I can't read that scoreboard with these glasses on because these are computer glasses. But if I take them off, then
And they're talking about it here. Still trying to decide.
Northwest, right?
Can't really see who's coming out of the dugout yet. And it will be a pinch runner. Cordova is done for the day. Cardoza, sorry. And it is Mackenzie Huey, number 21. Number 21, Mackenzie Huey is in to run. She does have wheels, folks. She came in earlier this game, or earlier in the day, and pinch ran. I do believe she even had a stolen base. Speaking of speed, it is Savannah Garrison who is up. And the lefty looks in, bunts, and it's a good one. Third baseman Rule with a throw to first in time. Oh, and they almost got her at second. Whoa, Brooke Barlow throws an absolute missile over to Desi Lismore, but just missing Huey at second. So Huey goes to second. It is a sacrifice bunt for Garrison. So one down in the inning, and it is Danielle Gomez. And if you're rooting for anybody, folks, this girl right here who has caught 3 games, and in the 3rd game she's catching extra innings. If there is anybody you're just pulling for, you'd love to see this kid come through right here. Called strike 1 on the Raiders catcher. 1 down. Runner on second represents the go-ahead run here in the top of the 8th. And swing and a miss by Gomez. No balls, 2 strikes, top of the lineup, and Kristen Lazardi stands on deck. And a pitch. Rise ball misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This game cannot go further than 9 innings, folks. My score sheet only has 9 innings on it. And the pitch. Curveball misses outside. It'll even count 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Gomez looking to come through, and she sends a fly ball down the left field line. It is foul, out of play. So Gomez back in the box now after that foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Huey out at second represents the go-ahead run. And it's a fly ball to the left side. Rule gives chase, and it is going to be out of play into the nets. And it is Florida Southwestern and Seminole getting started behind us. We'll update you if any scoring occurs. We're over here still in the top of the 8th with a 5 o'clock game. That pitch misses low. Full count on Gomez. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This game lasting over 3 hours and 16 minutes now. Not often you see a softball game go that long. And she rips one down the left side, and it is foul. Almost taking over off the coach's head down there. Holy cow. All day today you have not seen Gomez hit a ball that hard. She just was right on that one. Looking in now is Cushman, gets the sign and delivers. That is a fly ball going to the right side. Barlow stops giving chase. It is out of play. So a tough at bat right here for Gomez, trying to at least get the runner over to third base, possibly score on a wild pitch. And she sends a deep drive to left field. Rayleigh coming back in 2 steps, catches it for out number 2. Rayleigh took about 5 steps back and then 1 back in for the catch in left field. And here is Kristen Lazardi. Lazardi does have enough power to get it to the gap. She is a slapper from the left side, but don't let it fool you. Also, Huey got some wheels out there at second base. Anything that touches the grass, she will most likely score. And there's a line drive over the left side. Are they going to send her? They're going to send her. And Rayleigh with the throw home. It's in time. She is out. Throw out at the plate by Tiffany Rayleigh, and she comes in pumped up with her teammates, and they have come out to the field, and they are extremely excited. Huge momentum shift here going into the bottom half of the 8th inning. Tiffany Rayleigh with an absolute gun from left field to throw out Huey to end the top of the 8th. And we will be back to tell you who's up in the 9th, or in the bottom of the 8th, as soon as I catch my breath. Correct.
For the Lady Raiders, they get no run
Confirmed.
Okay, folks, and the defensive changes here since Cardoza is out. Number 21, that is Mackenzie Huey, who was just thrown out at home. She moves to the offensive player. And the new third baseman is number 12, Brianna Ernst. So that is your defensive changes here going into the bottom half of the 8th. And Central Florida all kinds of fired up here. And it looks like the umpires down there going over the defensive changes with them as well. It will be Brooke Barlow, Tiffany Rayleigh, Jenna Rodello. And for those of you who are familiar with the program, you know the damage that Brooke Barlow can cause, especially when the game is on the line.
I don't want you for my partner anymore. I want somebody else.
And as soon as the conversations end, we will have our hitter up. We are in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch misses outside from DC, and again, I've said it before, Brooke Barlow, first team all-conference selection, first team all-state selection, owns the career RBI mark. She watches a changeup go in low. Tough call there. DC does not appreciate it out there in the circle. 2 balls, no strikes. And a pitch. She takes outside and high, 3-0. Do you give her the green light? She has the potential to end this game right now. So does Coach Fagan give her the green light and let her swing away? We'll find out shortly as she steps back into the box. Barlow looks in, DC delivers, and she takes ball 4, walking the entire way. Not even looking to swing. And Coach Fagan's going to leave her out there. She's going to run for herself. She represents the winning run. Every inning, let's see here. Barlow walks, and here is Rayleigh. Rayleigh, who had the big defensive play last inning, now up, watches ball 1 go by. Could be a sacrifice bunt situation. Third baseman not playing in very far, and that is a strike on the outside corner of the plate. Barlow standing at first base. Rayleigh up. Now remember, and that ball is lifted to left field. Coming in to make the catch is Tyra Bowers. Thought Coach Fagan might want to put a sacrifice bunt on. He does not. So 1 down, and that'll bring up Jenna Rodello. She has been pinch ran for once, but oh, no. Looks like nope. Coach Fagan back to his coaching box. Thought we might have a change here. Let's see what we got. So Jenna Rodello coming back in for 18. And a pitch. That one is sent to the right side. Not going to be caught. So Rodello back into hit here in this situation. And a pitch. Misses up high. 1-1. Rodello in this game is a 1 for 4 with an RBI single. And fouls that one off her foot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we'll get the update on the game behind us as the crowd is going nuts. And that one hits Rodello right on the shoulder. She's not happy about it, but as soon as she gets to first base, she'll probably get over it with runners on first and second and only 1 out. And that is the 4th batter today that DC has hit. Not her MO. And here comes Destiny Lismore. Lismore with 17 home runs this season. A chance to end it with Brooke Barlow at second base. Coach Fagan not running for his first baseman, at least not yet. And Lismore gets into the box now. She has 72 RBIs this year. And that pitch misses outside. Led the state of Florida with 17 home runs. She was all conference and all state selection. And that one's going to scoot by. Gomez fields a throw to third, is in time. Barlow is out. And Danielle Gomez, outstanding defensive play there. From her knees, throws out Barlow on a ball that skips into the other batter's box. Oh my goodness. Winning run still stands out at second in the form of Jenna Rodello, who is not the fleetest of foot. Swing and a miss by Lismore. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the lefty DC delivers up high. 3-1. If you're wondering who is on deck, it is Carly Wollington. And the pitch. She takes strike 2. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Game on the line here in the bottom of the 8th. And this one, folks, has been a nail-biter from the beginning. Both teams trading 1 run each in the first and second innings. Lismore, strike out by DC. And the lefty pitcher comes in clutch. Louisa DC with the strikeout of Desi Lismore. And we, folks, head to the 9th.
Something wrong. Yeah, you did.
Bottom, we're in the 8th inning. That was you're in the 9th inning.
No, hang on.
You can see what inning you're in up here.
I got it.
Do a minus. Show
I got it.
minus.
No, you can't minus. No, you got to blank down.
In the top of the second inning, Florida Southwestern has jumped on top of Seminole State. Score is 1-0. Florida Southwestern still hitting right now. So coming up here in the top of the 9th will be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Bowers, Robinson, and Johnson. Robinson has had herself a day. Johnson, not a slouch. And Bowers is going to be the key to everything at the top of the inning. Eight to 8, folks. 8-8. Top of the 9th. This is a baseball game we're playing. We are on the 3 hour and 30-minute mark. There is a bunt by Bowers. It is foul. 3 hours, 30 minutes into this game. About a 5 to 10 minute rain delay in there. Both teams are exhausted. This was the 5 o'clock start game. Northwest Florida has played 2 before this one. And there is called strike 2. Bowers staring straight back at the umpire in pure disgust. Did not like the call. Cushman still out in the circle. Sends that one, and that is a laser into left field. Fielded by Rayleigh. And that's a leadoff single for Northwest Florida.
Leadoff single for Lizardi. Correction, Bowers brings up shortstop, sophomore Tori Robinson.
Get a little punch out here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was my 8th game in a row. They've all extra innings, so they added 8.
Only yours. Nobody else has that training. It's just you, Jeff.
Yeah, you're right.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
You're right.
And now Cushman will face Tori Robinson. Tori Robinson has the capability to give her team a lead right here. She could also lay down a bunt. Swing and a miss. Oh, my goodness. She was trying to put that one in the parking lot. Wow. That was a hack and a half by Tori Robinson. Bowers over there at first base. Got some wheels. And a pitch. That one misses outside. Umpire says a little bit too far. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Robinson just trying to find a gap here to bring Bowers around, if nothing else, to third base. And a pitch by Cushman. And that is sent deep to left field, folks. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball. Wow, that ball was crushed. And it's just a long strike. Oh, my. It was majestic, folks. Up in the lights, over the fair foul pole, but to the left of it.
It hit some car in the parking lot. The lights are blinking out there. The alarm lights are blinking.
And now the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one is sent to the right side. Second baseman Liz Moore has got 1 opportunity, and that's to get the hitter out at first base. So, all in all, Robinson a productive at bat, moving Bowers over to second base. 1 out in the inning. Paige Johnson comes up. She's got herself 2 doubles. She is 2 for 3. She has been hit by a pitch and walked. She's reached 4 out of 5 times she's come to the plate. It's been a long day, folks. Game number 4, and this one's an extras. And a pitch. Called strike. Cushman gets ahead of the batter here. No balls. 1 strike. Paige Johnson's double back in the 3rd inning. Ripped to the wall in right center field. Could have gone to 3rd, but held up. Takes outside, evening the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. And we don't have an update yet over there. Behind us, it was 1-0 in favor of Florida Southwestern. Lefty Melanie Murphy getting the start again. And the umpire now wants to clear home plate. Could not see it. Cushman now gets her sign. Waiting on Rodello now, who squats down. Awaits the pitch. And that is a fly ball. Tough play. Nick's back. And she's got it in foul territory. So out number 2. And Ernst now stepping to the plate. She is the new 3rd baseman. She was the DP throughout the game. She's got 2 singles and an RBI. She takes a changeup, called strike 1. Luther, who started the game, struck out back in the first and was replaced with Ernst in the third. And a pitch from Cushman, and that ball is ripped, heading foul. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Go ahead run at second base. And if you're wondering who's up for Central Florida in the bottom half of the inning, it'll be 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, and 9 due up. And the pitch. That one misses outside just a little bit too far. The crowd wanted it, but from up here you can just tell the catcher was set up in the other batter's box. And a pitch. Swung on and missed at a rise ball above her eyeballs. Out number 3. And the game was headed to the bottom of the 9th either way. It'll be Central Florida with a chance to win it here when we come back.
I took a no-dose a couple hours ago.
Oh, yeah? I brought my jams with me from my kids at school. I'll grade them at night. Last night I went home and was like, nope, gone. Tonight, even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's a long day. Make no doubt about it.
Bottom of the ninth, leading off the Lady Patriots. Designated player, freshman Carly Willis.
And it is number 1, freshman Carly Wallington. She does have a double today, and that one is ripped into left center field. She is going to hold up with a single. Excellent play by the left fielder, Tyra Bowers, to cut that one off before it got to the warning track. Wallington held to a very long single. So the leadoff batter is on for Central Florida, and it is Joanna Muldoon coming to the plate. Looking here for a possible sacrifice bunt. Muldoon was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning and ended up scoring. No pitch, no pitch, no pitch, says the umpire.
First base coach was standing on first base with the runner when the pitch was thrown. And he's still not in the box. He had to tell him a second time. Get back in the box.
And warning issued down to Coach Lingle. And a bunt, and it's a good one. Third baseman throws to first in time. Out number 1. And Wallington goes over to second. So here comes number 3. Was not in the starting lineup. Melinda Rule came in after Krug possibly did not. Krug possibly did not get the bunt down, and then it's another bunt. This one's going to be a tough play. No one can field it, and she is safe. Melinda Rule with a bunt single. First and third. 1 out.
Bunt single, she beat it out. Move the runner to third. Yep.
Excellent job there by Melinda Rule, who came in off the bench. Great job. And now the Northwest coach coming out to chat with the umpire. Umpire saying that call's made. I don't know if the bat laid down in front of the batter's box might have obstructed the catcher, but conversation's over no matter what it is. First and third situation here, and they're going to talk about it. And now here it is, the top of the lineup. Kelsey call up the center fielder. She has one hit today. Does Coach Kevin Fagan think about squeezing in the winning run? Melinda Rule seems to have some speed on her. Call up can bunt. And there's a ground ball. It doesn't matter. The game is over. Central Florida takes home the victory. A hard hit ground ball to shortstop Robinson by Call-Up was going to score the run no matter what. And Central Florida knocks out Northwest Florida. Number 9 in the country defeats number 14. Excellent game by both teams. DC, Gomez, Robinson, all excellent players and had excellent games today for Northwest Florida. Central Florida takes home the victory, and Cushman, who started the game and was pulled, ends up getting the victory. DC, who started the game through every inning, got her team here, is hit with the loss. So looking ahead, folks, tomorrow night it will be, or tomorrow morning I should say, it will be a rematch. College of Central Florida versus Chipola, 10 a.m. We should have live streaming for that, folks, with video. So if you want, go ahead, switch your YouTube channel from our game to the Florida Southwestern and Seminole game. See what's going on over there. Excellent game tonight. Again, 9-8 final in 9 innings. Central Florida moving on. Thanks for listening today, folks. Have a good night.